Hello, YouTube. I am Rain and Fire here, and yes, this is the same area with Lariska. Do not mind the candies. That's just from Valentine's Day with me and my family. But this is actually one of my MOCs who I've constantly been trying to revamp and everything. Besides Ronin, this is actually one of the first Toa that I have made for my series and everything. And his name is called Blade. So, but yes. Now you're probably trying to figure out Blade. Who is Blade? Blade is a unknown Toa that I introduce within my whole world that helps Ronin on his adventures and such before Ronin leaves and everything, doing his own thing. Blade still continues to do his best, survive. So now, they're normal to a stone, and I've seen a lot of people not liking the whole gunmetal and yellow and the bright orange. None of that. So, hang on. There we go. That's better lighting, I believe. I don't know. I just turned on. Like, where my finger is pointing at, that's the main light. That light. So. But yeah. Now we're gonna look over him. So I built him very, very different than normal. So, kinda gave a very unique, like, I have to focus my camera. For the shoulders, because it's gunmetal and it flows pretty smooth. There's that browns, the gray color. So this is also gunmetal. I tried to find a brown version of these, but apparently you need a paint. Ugh. Just sucks. So, of course, I had based this off of a torso, how to build a custom torso, but I made some modifications, like upgrading this, adding this. So these bright greens will get changed out for maybe a black and such. So moving down, still gunmetal, everything. These are Hero Factory 2014 from the Invasion from Below. So, and then I added brackets to make sure that they don't go slipping out. So, but yeah, his heart rate, and I can focus my camera. Yeah, there it goes. Is green instead of this color, which is in my story is sapphire blue. Now in the story, this thing, and I might have to use like a cutter thing, has actually scars, which is very interesting. Now I did use Anua, or how do you even say that? Hordika mask, because I had that on hand, and then I just added the scope thing, which bring it down. Now he looks like starting. What is with my camera? There we go. Now it's focused. But yeah, that actually, it pops off. Kind of thinking of like making a new mask, but now we're gonna actually get to his weapons. This is his revolver. Now I know it doesn't look like a revolver, but I did my best to kind of build it like one, but give a unique style. So I might add a couple adjustments to it to make it look a little bit more dangerous looking. But yeah, still keeping with my blasted camera. Focus, dude. There we go. But yeah, still with the silver and the gray and the everything. So then you notice on his hips were these. dagger blades, which actually I have parts right here. My bloody camera. Which can I get into? So now he is probably named Blade. So he only uses those for combat or hand-to-hand combat. So it's an option. You can have it as an option. So if you want to. Now there's something interesting. I've not given like a lot of info about Blade, but the actual reason why he's so different from the normal Toa stone is because he wasn't normally built. You can see that he has a different frame and such, different build of sorts, different armored parts and all. This is because he was the first Toa of stone, not Pohatu. We know that Helrex was the first Toa of water, as stated, but it also said that there were others like her. It's possible that maybe Ord was also that as well, and also the Toa Kordak, who are all except Levosic are on the Red Star. But the thing is, I like that we also know that there's so many different areas and that we don't really know who else was built. But I wanted to kind of give a uniqueness to Blade. He's not normal. And the story that I've written for him, which hopefully I can someday try and get out as a fan fiction, is that Blade is the first prototype for adaptive armor. Yeah, like the very first prototype for it. He willingly volunteered, and so that's why so much of this is gunmetal. This is the first prototype of that adaptive armor that the Toa Nuva use. Of course, it would be different as being kind of more like nanotech and such. So basically, think Iron Man's suit from the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. It's like that. It's a lot different than the normal kind of area of the Toa Nuva that we know of that adapts to the environment. This is the prototype. So it has yet to have a lot of changes, but it was designed specifically for Blade. Now, of course, he did leave the group and for Spherus Magna being on there and eventually being on Baron Magna, which then he met Ronan and everything. But yeah, I definitely want to like fix up find a better mask, maybe Metru Nui, like Metru head, a brown version of like Kopaka's, no, New Juice mask, maybe with Sapphire custom eye stock as well for Sapphire Blue, so that way it's a little easier. But I'm kind of trying to figure out how if I were to do like a Metru thing, can I like build a scope? Let me know in the comments because I want to know how to do that. So a video would help, or even some pictures. But yes, this is actually the first time. This is in history, and there's a video have the evolution of my MOCs and villains and such. This is the very first. For if you pause it a couple of times, you will see him, and you'll have like a Hortica thing, which I had at the time. I didn't have a lot of parts, so. But now I have, and boom. I'll be selling some old sets that I've not been playing with for a while, like the Creo Star Trek sets. That was Creo Star Trek sets, so. Just to be able to buy more parts and make them a lot better. But yeah, that is it for this guy. So leave a like and comment on this video if you want to like see more of these MOC reviews and everything. I have quite a few that I still want to do, including Ronin and a couple others. So this is not the end. There, you can also comment down below what you thought about this, and also helping me figure out that toggle thing for this little thingy. I'm losing my words. Sorry. Anyway, subscribe to the channel with the bell on so that way when I upload more, you can get notified of that. And this is Rainfire saying stay alive and keep the fire alive. I'll see you next time.